Good afternoon. Here's our blue picnic table. I'm here with Lucas Eberhardt and Mike Eberhardt, and we're going to look at the flowers, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Summerfest Car Cruise. What I remember is someone coming in and asking Kenny if he would help him out, the committee out, and give everybody a brat when they came in, and it's really grown from that. Mike Eberhardt volunteered to be on the first committee. Mike, you were the committee.
I was the committee, yeah.
Did Jim Hager get the first crack at it?
Jim Hager got first shot at it, and he declined, and he sigged him on. He called me and he said, I declined and I sigged him on you. So I was prepared when they called, and I said yes, I would do it, and they said form a committee and get back to us. And a week later I told them I had a committee and we were raring to go, and they said who's on it, and I said me. And they said, generally there's more than that on the committee. And I said, yes, but it's easy to hold meetings and there's very little dissension. So that's how it came. And I did it the way I liked it. I don't like cars on trailers, and if they don't have bugs in the grill, I don't like them. So I put on the flyer, no trophies, no prizes, just car people. And that seemed to help. Kenny Hobbinger asked me, he said he would make brats for it, and he said, how many should we figure on? I said, well, let's figure for 40 or so and hope that 25 or 30 show up. And the first year we got 100, and after that it grew slowly, and Ken did brats every year until he sold the business. So I can't tell you how long that was. I don't know how long exactly I ran it. I think I did it for 6 or 7 years, and then when I was getting tired of it and getting a little stale, the Swanks reformed. They were a car club from the 50s that kind of faded out, and they reformed, and I offered it to them as a club project, and I said I will walk you through the first year and stay out of your way the rest, and they've run with it, and it just gets better every year.
It was kind of the infant of Summerfest. You know, you had Thursday night was the car cruise, Friday night was the big supper, Saturday was the parade, and then of course the big street dance.
Yeah. And now I think it has taken over as a, well, and it's because the people can be out and enjoy themselves and talk, and it's a community thing now.
We hear the word community a lot that night.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one of those things where people can come and have fun. They can listen to some music. They can have a brat. They might be able to enjoy an adult beverage or two. So, flyers. You mentioned flyers.
Well, to get people to come, we had. I think my operating budget was $75 a year for the first 4 or 5 years. I would get 500 flyers printed up at the Reporter, and I would go to every car show, cruise night, street, whatever was going on, I was there, and I was dropping flyers in each car. If the owner was there, I'd tell them how much I liked their car and would they please bring it. Just pushing. But you know, after a while that gets old. So when the Swanks agreed to take it, that was just, it really worked out well for both of us.
They do a great job advertising. You know, you see the sign out at Gordy's.
Yeah.
You know, you see flyers up. They're really, they get it.
Plus they get the information out to all the local car clubs so that it's on their schedule of events. So, you know, I belong to Valley Vintage. I get a newsletter from them. It lists everything going on for the month of July. So I go through and decide what I want to go to, and it works out well. And I enjoy it so much I may even get something started this year and drive it uptown myself.
Oh, right. That sounds wonderful. Now you mentioned the flyers. How far a radius do people come for this? Are we just talking Cass County, or is it bigger than Cass County?
What do you think? We got Valley City, Enderlin.
I know that there was some from Jamestown. There was a group. I don't know how far north or south we get.
I think we get over to Ada and stuff like that in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So we get a fair representation.
And you know what? A lot of these cars, they want to show them to people.
Well,
You know, they do all this work, and it's like, let's show them off.
well, that too. Mostly they want an excuse to drive them. You know, there's just something about the sound of exhaust and the wobble of the steering wheel a little bit if your alignment isn't quite right, and it's a good feeling. If you're a car guy, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not a car guy, I'm speaking Greek.
Exactly. Anything else, Mr. Eberhardt? Lucas, words of wisdom.
No.
It's a good event. Gonna be another fun event.
It's a good time. Show up. Don't miss out.
Where do you see it 20 years from now? Is the sky the limit?
My kids will be restoring Teslas.
Yeah. I tell you, 20 years from now, I really don't care.
You never know.
They're on their own from there.
Will you drive one up 20 years from now if you're 95 years old? Will you drive one up?
I would.
You will? So
If
we have a witness.
If I'm in the area now, I don't know what it's going to be. I've pretty much sold everything. I have 2 cars left to get rid of, and then I'm out of old cars. And then I have to decide if I'm going to buy something else or if I'm just going to hang it up.
Well, Mike, on behalf of everybody, thank you for getting something started, putting the time in. It's great to see the community that evening up there. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.